Biopsy came out, and it was confirmed adenocarcinoma of the lungs, stage 4 cancer. A total body scan, they said the cancer has spread to my liver, to my lungs, and my spine. I was close to death. A matter of fact, I kissed death. But Elroy, the God I will serve, the God that sees us, rescued me.
We're listening to this testimony for our brother of how God saved him from stage 4 cancer. And the way God did it wowed everyone in church, and it got everyone crying. Even Pastor Jerry Eze was crying, because this testimony is just the miraculous hand of God. If you are just joining us for the first time, you're welcome to the Christian Journey, your #1 channel for everything gospel. Come with me as we watch this testimony and get blessed.
What God cannot do. I came in last night from Los Angeles, California. I told myself that if this happened, Elroy, if you can do this, I will come to the altar. I've been seeing this altar from afar. I said, but if you can do this for me, I will step on the altar. My goodness, I'm so glad to be here this morning. What God cannot do. What happened was last year, around July, I went for a regular medical test, and my doctor told me that there's some tuberculosis in my blood. So I was telling the doctor, I said, no, in Africa, we have vaccines, so that thing is in our blood. It's like a prevention. Anyway, she ordered me to do X-ray, and we went for X-ray. When we did the X-ray, the doctor told me they saw a tumor, a mass in my chest. I said, a tumor, a mass? He said, yes, that we'll have to do further testing. Then we went for a scan with a contract, and they came back again. They said they saw a tumor, and the tumor has even spread. I said, I don't understand. I'm feeling okay, I'm jumping around. I don't understand, what is going on. Anyway, so the doctor said, well, they are suspecting tuberculosis. They're going to put me on isolation, isolate me and admit me. I was admitted, I was in the hospital. They isolated me, and they did a sputum culture on me to check and see if it's tuberculosis. The result came back that I'm negative. It's not tuberculosis. So they said it might be cancer. I've never seen cancer in my family. I was so devastated, so confused. But anyway, we went on the biopsy. Biopsy came out, and it was confirmed adenocarcinoma of the lungs, stage 4 cancer. I'm like, I don't smoke. How do I get, it's so confusing. I don't even know, it's like my word was coming close to me. Stage 4, not even stage 1, stage 4. Say yes, it's stage 4.
Can you just imagine how he will feel in this situation, all of a sudden, cancer?
So they referred me to an oncologist. So immediately, my elder sister, I told her about what is going on. She said, quick, NSPPD, quick. I was like, come on, yes, I said that. I was like, I don't understand. NSPPD, I see them online, NSPPD, yeah. I see them online, I just flip, because I'm like, all these modern pastors trying to be very smart with the social media. I'll just flip like that. She said, no, she and my wife, NSPPD. So we went to the NSPPD, sorry, man. I'm sorry, yeah. So I went to the doctor. The doctor told me that my treatment is going to be palliative. It's just to maintain me towards my exit. Yeah. It was so devastating that they're just going to give me a palliative care and everything. So we started praying. I joined them. My sister moved from her place to my place with my wife. We started praying and praying every day like that, day and night. We started praying, and then when the result came, the oncologist said they're going to take a lab on me, and that would determine if it's chemo, radiation, or tablet. Just as we were praying, the doctor called. When she called, she now told me, Harold, good news. You're going to take tablet. You're not going to do chemo. We shouted, what God cannot do. We keep screaming in our room. So just like that, we keep doing that. I keep believing, thinking, okay, things is going to get better. But worse, things got worse. I started vomiting blood, pints of blood coming out. I was admitted 6 times, rushing to the hospital. You know, the symptoms, the shortness of breath. I became on oxygen 24 hours, 247 oxygen. I can't losing energy. So I was telling my wife, I said, I don't understand. We are praying, but the thing is getting worse. She said, keep on it. My sister said, NSPPD, keep on it. NSPPD, I keep saying.
See the devil trying to make him feel like he should stop praying because his prayers are not being answered. This is a reminder to us that we should keep praying and don't stop praying.
Saying it wrong. So we keep doing that. So one day they were praying. We were all praying. I got tired, so they asked me to say, "It's okay. You can go to sleep." My wife and my sister, they were praying, and pastor mentioned my case. So they woke me up and told me that my case was mentioned. I said, really? Say, but how come it's when I'm sleeping that they mentioned the case? But I said, okay. But quietly within myself, I told myself, if you are really God, let them mention it again. Let this pastor mention it again. I don't know him. I've never met him. So I will believe on my own if it happened to me. Guess what? The next day, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Pastor Jerry mentioned adenocarcinoma. Revised. That was when I flipped up. I jumped. My faith built up. I said, this thing is real. This is real. So we keep on praying day and night like that. Whatever he says, we'll do. Holy Communion, I don't miss it. Every day, I've arranged the Holy Communion. So, look, I went through death. This whole thing was like 9 months. It's not like what I'm saying now. The situation, the symptoms, getting worse and worse. But since Pastor Jerry already mentioned my name, my case, everything has been revised. I keep on telling the devil in the bathroom, anywhere I'm going, I say, you have been revised. You are deceiving yourself. You have been revised. So as we were doing that, I went to see my doctor, and my doctor said, Harold, they draw another lab, and he said, Harold, all your labs, they have been revised. I asked the doctor, where did you get that word? I said, that is my pastor's word. She was looking at me. He said, no, she's even an Asian woman, so it's not. She said, no, it came, it all revised. Oh, I started jumping. that was when I knew that, yes, my case has actually been reversed. So we did a total body scan. They said the cancer has spread to my liver, to my lungs, and my spine. I said, okay, no problem. Yes. So I wanted to do a trip. We have to cancel on my trip. So they did the second one, a second scan. After like 3 months, when the scan came out, I was in my house, and the doctor called. When she called, she said, Harold. I said, yes. Good news. Good news. I said, what? Then she said, the cancer in your liver has disappeared. This is a white woman. There's no link, there's no connection. Then she said, the cancer in your lungs, the cancer has shrinked so much. The one in your spine have been grafted. I say, doctor, what do you mean by grafted? He said, it means dried up. Oh, I shout. You know when pastor says, how will you shout? Honestly, I couldn't shout. I started crying. I cried. I had a guy walking on my garage. He's walking on the laundry machine. So I ran to him. I started crying. I heard him. I said, Error. The guy was confused. What? I said, Error. So he brought out his phone. He wanted to call he said, you want me to call the police? You want me to call 911? I said, no, Error has healed me. I ran into my street. Started telling everybody about our Error. What God cannot do. Today I am cancer free. I came with some of my family members. Some of them came from UK. They landed today. Some came from the United States. Some from Germany. I want them to come out for 1 minute. Let us thank this God, this Error that has seen us. This Error that has seen us. This is my sister. She is the one that told me about NSPPD.
Can I just add to say the very week he was diagnosed with cancer, Pastor Jerry said, there's somebody on this altar, you've been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer last week. He mentioned this case, but he was not on the phone. Yeah. So Pastor Jerry mentioned that same week that you've been diagnosed and they said it's stage 4 cancer, that you are healed in the name of Jesus. So I told him to hold on to it. And we decided to come this way from the US, from the UK, because we had a revelation that we're going to wear blue and come to this altar to say thank you, Jesus.
Hey! To the God that does wonders without numbers. Stage 4 adenocarcinoma. Prepare to die. Just on palliative care. They have given up on any form of intervention. But by the word of the Lord, instant miracle. Every negativity of the devil was reversed. And you are not celebrating this God that does wonders without numbers. Give him all the glory. Give him all the honor. Give him all the glory. What God cannot do.
As we have watched this testimony today, I want us to have a reflection. And let us be reminded that no situation is beyond God's reach. The doctors gave their reports, but God had the final say. Maybe you are facing a difficult diagnosis, a financial struggle, a family challenge, or a season where everything seems impossible. Do not give up. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep speaking God's promises over your life, over your family. Even when you can't see the result yet, keep believing. This testimony is not just about healing from cancer. It is about the faithfulness of God in the middle of the life's hardest battles. When hope seems lost, God showed himself strong. And take a moment today to ask yourself, what situation have I stopped believing God for? What burden do I need to place back in God's hands? Place it at the Master's feet. Be encouraged that the same God who brought this man through from stage 4 cancer is still working miracles today, opening doors and changing lives today. Hold on to your faith. Trust his timing and remember that your story is not over yet. For with God, nothing shall be impossible. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Drop a comment for us in the comment section. Like and share. Remain ever blessed.